Hello, this is INCA TV. Now I'm pleased to be joined by Barry Ford, CEO and founder member of Broadband for Rural North. Barry, thank you for joining me today.
It's a pleasure.
Now, you've made incredible progress in connecting the unconnected, but what are the challenges moving forward?
I think, yes, we've made good progress, but we're really scratching the surface of the problem. We've got 6,500 customers connected. We've built out to about 10,000 homes, but there are hundreds of thousands of properties in the deeply rural areas who have very bad broadband, and we really need to sort them out.
Now, these alternative networks, there's challenges in itself, all sorts of challenges. So it's financing, it's everything else. What are the challenges you face?
I think the biggest challenge for us is mixing the community with the government. Our model is very much based on building parish by parish as a community exercise. We're now beginning to get funding from government through vouchers, so we've got the Gigabit vouchers and the rural vouchers. That's great, it's very, very helpful, but it's difficult actually working with government a lot of the time because they tend to have a fairly short-term approach. They change the criteria under which they award vouchers. It makes it difficult for us to actually raise the funding within the community when we don't know the targets that we're aiming for. And also they're very short term. The existing schemes all expire in March 2021, and civil engineering is a huge problem for all the altnets. It's not just for Barn. There's no way around it. You have to dig up the roads. There's a lot of civil engineering involved. Trying to get that work done in the timescales the government set is very challenging for the altnets.
Now, with the rollout of 5G and the targets the government's setting and the next stage of the infrastructure development, what does that mean for these rural communities?
Well, I think the rural communities are heartened by the fact that government recognises there is a problem and is prepared to put a lot of money into solving it. I think that the danger is that the money, because it's there and has to be spent by a certain timescale, will end up with procurements that are badly structured to suit the rural communities. There's a temptation always in Whitehall to award contracts to the big guys because they're seen as less risky and more capable of delivering. The reality is that when you get into the rural areas, it's the small guys that actually are much better positioned to actually deliver, and they need to be supported. So we don't want a situation where the government throws all the money at BT or other big companies and all the small local rural communities who have a better job to do are excluded from it.
But from Barn's point of view, how can you best achieve connecting the final few percent? What are the technologies involved?
Well, we made a clear-cut decision when we started that we were going to be a pure fibre play. Fibre is good in the sense that there are no distance limitations, we can guarantee the speeds, it's future-proofed, we've got a 60, 70, 80-year life. Whatever we need now, whatever our children need and our grandchildren need can be delivered over fibre. We are, if you like, worried that too much money will go into alternative technologies like satellite and wireless, which will give a short-term fix, but won't actually meet the needs of the rural communities in the long term. The problem is it's expensive to do the rural communities. If you're going to do it right, do it once, and do it for generations to come.
Barry, thank you very much.
Pleasure.